Hey everyone, video editing Jared here, and we were having troubles with microphones this episode, so we hope you can enjoy it despite of that. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Media-Ocre podcast. I'm your host, Cody, and right here with my beautiful co-host, Jared Branson. How are you doing tonight, Jared?
I'm doing good. Just got back to from work. It's been good.
Nice.
Ready for a weekend, that's for sure.
Oh, I hear that, my friend. This week's been too long already, so
Yeah. Tell
finally ready to do
tell me
things.
about it. Tell me
Tell you
about it,
about it?
Cody.
Just paying bills and
Yeah.
working, realizing I have no money,
Mm.
and pretty great when you realize that.
When you have no money, it gets you to start making money.
It's true. It does motivate me to well, I'm gonna go to work and start making more money, which I have been actually, because
Mm.
I got like a raise at work,
Nice.
so I'll be
Making
making a little bit more money, which would be great.
every penny
So
counts. Yeah, it also helps you kind of make like cut corners. I feel because there's
yeah,
been times where I'm like doing pretty well for myself, and I splurge a lot more, and
yeah,
I I just end up being just as poor as any other time. I feel I like if I'm making more money, I spend more, and if I'm making less, I spend
yeah.
less. I need to make more and spend less, because that's the only way I'll be able to actually secure a decent future.
I feel that. Like I need to spend less money.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm more of a spender. Kayla's definitely more of a saver,
Oh,
and
okay. That's
so
good.
so no, she definitely helps out a lot, and it's great. We're gonna be merging like bank accounts soon, so
Nice.
all of our money will just be going to one place, and then I'll have another way, another person to not help me spend money as much. So
Yeah, it's always huge. It's important to have like good people around you to be able to help you make good
yeah,
financial decisions. When I was in
no,
college, I mean, anytime somebody wants to do something, you just encourage them to go do it, even if it does cost a lot of money. Um, like, oh
yeah,
man, like, I feel like I kind of want to go out to eat, and oh, but it's too expensive, and then you just try and help them rationalize to go out to eat to treat themselves. Like, oh, you've been studying all week, like, you deserve to treat yourself, something like that.
yeah.
And
No,
I do that
I
sometimes for
always
myself.
I'm really good at rationalizing it and giving it to myself.
Yeah,
Um,
sometimes I don't need anybody
very
to convince me. I do
yeah,
that. I do that
I'm
myself.
very convincing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just life is just I don't know. Right now, there's like a lot of crap going on in the world, and I've
Yeah.
been doing like a lot of reading and stuff like that because like I'm not well versed in that
Hmm.
kind of stuff, but I like to be. Like I just like to know what's going on,
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
I like to be
Um,
generally in the loop. I'm not super into anything with the world, but I do
yeah,
like to be generally in the know.
yeah, I feel that definitely.
Yeah. What kind of books have you been reading?
I mean, of course, like like our daily like scriptures stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, I have been wanting to read Jordan Peterson's book, his 12 Rules for Life.
Hmm.
I haven't gotten around to that because one, I don't have a copy,
That'll
so
do
I
it.
need to get one. And um, I've been reading. I have a psychology textbook I read,
Oh, cool.
so I read that from time to time, and then oh, that also like reminds me, like I found like a website that uh, basically like does like free college courses,
Hmm.
and like I was like, oh, I'll take a look into that. But I've also been reading a lot of our, of course, our WikiHow content,
Oh yeah.
and
Getting well versed in
and
that universe.
being well versed in today's topic,
Hmm.
which
Okay.
is
What do we have
our
here?
audience. We have how to avoid sharks.
Whew.
And what's perfect about this, about me giving you this advice, is that I
Mm.
live inland and you
Oh
live
wow.
off the coast.
Yeah,
So,
I'm also on the east side of Washington State. I'm not by
oh,
the
really?
water. I am
Not by
not
the
by the
water?
water at all. I don't even
Okay.
like the ocean. I do really good job at avoiding sharks all by myself. But
Oh,
I
you're
would
doing really good.
love
Yeah.
some extra tips on how to avoid them.
I know, like, I was reading through it a little bit earlier, right before
Mm.
we started, and I was just like, wow, these got some great tactics that I will never use.
Oh wow.
And, but I'm glad that I'll be able to share it with you tonight.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Um,
You know, sharks scare me, and so this
it's
is
true.
much needed, especially now that we're getting into winter, and that's the perfect time to be in the ocean.
Oh, yeah,
Um.
definitely.
Oh, it looks
But,
like we
right,
got 85% of the read. Wow, 85% of the readers found this article helpful.
really?
Yeah,
85. That's too much
that's a lot.
for a wiki.
For on how to
For
avoid
a wiki now.
sharks. This must be a killer article.
Get it, killer?
Yeah,
For
oh, well, yeah,
sharks? There you go. Man, you're so good at puns you didn't even realize it.
yeah. I was a poet and I wasn't even aware of it.
Wasn't even aware. But the before we get started,
Yeah.
I do want to ask, uh, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, Cody, I am having myself a strawberry lemonade.
That's good. That's awesome.
Mm-mm-mm. And I have no idea how, but my straw
Yeah.
was like bent, and I tried to unbend it, and that didn't work. So I just had to get one of our plastic straws and just jam it in there, and that's gonna have to do for now. It's
Like, I had to get an
tragic.
extra plastic straw. Be like, ah, I'm such a loser.
Yeah, maybe this plastic straw will help me in the fight against sharks.
That's true. There might be a point in this article where it
It
talks about
says
that.
to use more plastic.
Yeah, use more plastic. You know how like they say like don't put plastic in the ocean?
Yeah,
I think that's probably one of the best ways we can avoid sharks.
I think the best way to combat sharks is to throw more plastic in the oceans. I think that's our
I think
best
that's very
tool
true.
on our utility belt. Um. Oh, but what are you drinking? What are we drinking tonight?
I'm drinking a cool glass of flat Mountain Dew. Um,
That sounds delicious.
because it's the only thing I have in my fridge currently right now.
That's too bad. Is it like from a 2 liter?
Yeah, it's from a 2 liter. It's from
That
like
makes
last
sense.
week. So, I mean, I still like it though.
Yeah.
But well, let's jump right in.
Let's
To this
dive right in.
I
Anyway.
I want to dive.
Let's get going.
Alrighty. Well, so reading through this article, we have a couple of different methods on how to avoid sharks.
Sure.
But we're gonna go through the first method: avoid dangerous swimming spots.
Ah.
Now, I'm gonna be really honest with you, Jared. I didn't know that dangerous swimming spots existed. I thought all swimming was dangerous. I thought all swimming spots were.
You didn't know
Like,
that
you
there
know,
were
like,
safe ones.
I didn't know there were safe ones. That's the thing.
That's fair. Well, now you know.
But now I know. Like, I feel. Actually, I really don't know how to feel about that.
I feel elated.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
But so obey all posted warnings at the beach.
Mm.
The single best thing that you could do to avoid ever seeing a shark is to simply just pay attention. That's really funny because I don't do that.
Oh, you don't?
Like at all. No, I'm pretty like ADD.
But I feel like you're like low-key observant though.
I am pretty observant. I do find quite a few details.
Mm.
But
But you're more looking at like what material the salt was made of,
not when it
as
comes
opposed to what the sign says.
to not when it comes to sharks.
No.
When there's sharks around,
Mm.
total ADHD.
Yeah.
But you know, if doing certain activities like diving, kayaking, surfing, and so on, are um, to happen in like these dangerous waters, don't do them. You know, sometimes authorities make the decision that is the easiest way to protect our beachgoers.
Our
Um,
beachgoers here at the
yeah, apparently
Media-Ocre podcast beach. If it's not safe, then don't do it.
we should live stream at the beach sometime.
At what beach?
I don't even know. There's not even a beach close to either one of us.
No, the beaches over in Washington probably suck.
I'll come visit you this summer. I'll be like, we go to Oregon. We'll meet up in Oregon,
Mm.
and we can stay at like Seaside or something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
But
What else we got?
but it's just, I don't know. I feel like that method's just a little too simple. But we'll move on to the next one.
Right.
Okay. Avoid swimming at dawn, dusk, or night.
Okay.
No, here's the thing. It's just like, I don't swim. So
What are we here for then?
I don't know. It's for all the sharks at the Great Salt Lake that we have.
Yes.
Because those exist.
The natural sharks in the Salt Lake.
I love them. So most sharks that hunt in these times and are naturally more active and aggressive when hunting. But like, when is the hunting time? Like, what's
dawn,
the time?
dusk, or night? When is it? 1 o'clock in the morning? Yeah.
It's like lunchtime.
It's like, all right.
The shark looks at his watch and he's like, "Well, it's that time."
It's about that time, boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
Yeah.
Hey, Ted, it's hunting time.
Oh, I'm about to go on my break. Oh, dude, hunting times are 15 minutes.
Yeah, for real. What are you having today? I
don't know yet.
What did your wife pack for you today? An arm? A little bit of leg.
I hate leftovers, but I don't want to go out.
I hate leftovers, but we're trying to save.
Yeah.
But so you want to stay out of the water during these times,
Okay.
And to avoid encountering a shark when it's likely to be hungry during those times. In addition, you are at a big disadvantage in the water when it's dark out, since you have close to zero visibility and you are unable to see any sharks that you do come across. I mean, like, I feel like you have already at a disability when it's just daytime already.
Well, I mean, you're in their domain. It's home. It's a home game every time for them at the ocean.
Yeah,
so,
it's like capture the flag, but you're starting out in the base, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
and the round hasn't even started.
And they're like the highest rank.
Yeah, they're like gold or like diamond or something like that, and like they're about to freaking murk you.
Mm-hmm.
But so you're unable to see the sharks when you come across. On the other hand, since sharks, our other senses are more powerful than ours, they can navigate very well in the dark.
Okay. Well, good deal. So don't go at night and look at signs.
Don't look at signs. Don't go at night. And pretty much sharks are just better than you.
They're just better in water, contrary to popular belief.
They're actually really good.
They're actually really good swimmers.
Believe it or not. Avoid swimming in cloudy or murky water. How many sharks are in cloudy or murky water? Like
Well,
how many like shark types?
see, that's the thing. You don't know because you're in the cloudy or murky water and you can't see.
Yeah, you don't know. You can't see how you can't count them out.
Nope.
You know. Just lack of visibility during dawn, dusk, and nighttime can make you extra vulnerable to shark attacks. So two, can water conditions that can limit your visibility. As noted above, sharks have powerful senses besides their vision that can lead them to prey even when it's hard to see them. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Mm. And
But like, I feel like that's like half the fun, you know? Like,
there's no half of fun to be had in a shark attack.
there's there's no fun,
There's,
whatever fun that there is.
yeah, there's no half to make of that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the chase, you know? You're
It's the
trying to make it a
thrill
little
of
interesting.
about to be killed.
If it's like the water's like clear, just make it hard for the shark and just start like squirming around, make it like cloudy and stuff like that, and then just you know
Just hop
see what
onto a
happens.
boat, make them work for it.
Make them work for it. It's the chase that really gets
Yeah.
to them.
I feel like, we got to be doing our part too because we're making it too easy and I think they want to have a little fun with it.
I
So,
think so, yeah.
yeah.
It's like when like girls try to get like guys to chase them. They're like, it's the chase that they really like.
Yeah. The shark's probably not even going to enjoy eating me. Like him going after me was the funnest part. He's just going to leave half of me over and eat me as leftovers tomorrow.
I want him to give him a little piece of my personality.
Yeah.
Make sure he's not just into me for like just the look.
For just my body.
Yeah, for just my body.
Oh my
Let's go
goodness.
to the next. Oh, birds.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought this was an article about sharks. Stay away from shark food sources. Sharks are more likely to be where easy sources of food are. To keep your chances of encountering a shark at the minimum, stay away from these places. Areas with commercial fishing activity can be especially dangerous since fishermen sometimes use pieces of chopped up fish as bait, which can inadvertently attract sharks. In general, flocks of diving seabirds are a good indicator that there is food in the water.
It didn't that happen in Jaws? Like they threw like just buckets of meat into the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just like
I don't remember if they were trying to catch the shark at that point or
yeah,
anything.
they were trying to catch it and kill it because
Oh,
the
okay.
shark was killing like innocent people, like going in the
Mm-hmm.
water and stuff like that.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I did watch it this past summer.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
was like, oh, I was like that. I don't know. I was just like, I haven't seen that movie in a few years, so it was like
Mm.
pretty good to watch it again.
It's like a piece of
Um,
cinematic history. I feel.
yeah, I think it is. It was a really good movie.
Yeah, I
It
do
was like
remember enjoying it.
it was like Kayla's first time seeing it too,
Mm.
as well at the same time. So it was pretty cool.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, we'll just skip to the next one. All right, you want to stay near the shore. Pretty obvious, but apparently we have to mention it
Mm-hmm.
because it's not so obvious.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Shark.
if you're coming over to this, then I feel like you really got to spoon feed some exposition. You really got to hammer it home on what you need to stay away from.
Oh, for sure. Like I think the whole article as a whole, like, is you really have to hammer home, some things because some people really really special,
Mm-hmm.
and don't really understand it. But
Yeah.
sharks are that are big enough to pose a threat to humans generally stay in deeper waters off the coast. By staying in relatively shallow water and away from the drop-off area at the deep end of most beaches, you decrease the likelihood that you'll encounter a shark. should you come across one, you still be able to get to safety on the shore deer. In addition, you want to avoid these areas between the sandbars. Sharks can sometimes make their way into these narrow channels.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I mean, okay.
I sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Or just don't go in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, that's step one.
Step one, don't go in the ocean.
Step two,
Step two,
leave a comment.
leave a comment.
And rate this article.
Tell me how you didn't go in the ocean.
Tell us your success stories.
Yeah, tell me your success.
Tell us how you avoided sharks. You, that's the camera.
Tell me your method of not going into the water.
I'll go first.
I'll go first.
I don't even get in the car. I just
I don't know. Don't go in the water. It's just that simple. Just don't do it.
But assuming you are
in that water.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, good
the
stuff.
Sharks are probably. Ooh, I like that.
We're on to method 2 now. So method 1 was avoiding dangerous swimming. Banger. Method 1 was avoiding dangerous swimming spots, and now we're at being a safe swimmer.
Being a safe swimmer. So 1, never swim alone. Or just don't swim at all. When hunting, sharks are more likely to single out lone, isolated individuals for attacks that are to go after a large. Gosh, I can't read today.
You can do it.
Thank you.
Just what I needed.
That's what I need.
He believes in me.
I just needed Jared to tell me that he believes in me, and I'm like, oh, I'm like a very, very articulate man now.
Straightens tie. Throws on reading glasses.
Now I have a doctorate in English. But while sharks are unlikely to go after humans in general, swimming in a group can improve your chances even further. You know what also improves your chances even further of surviving a shark attack? Pushing your friends towards the shark.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, hey, listen, if you're gonna be with more people, I think that'll also decrease the odds of you getting attacked by the shark. And a friend is a friend. Like, sure, you die for them, but you only say that. You don't actually mean it. Like, okay, let me try right now. Cody, I'd die for you.
Yeah. No.
I would.
You really shouldn't.
No. Oh, okay. I mean, okay.
You see the dorsal fin of the shark coming through the water at you. You turn to your friend. You're like, "Hey, remember that time that you said that you'd take a bullet for me?" And they're like, "Yeah." You're like, "Well, how about a shark?"
Remember that time when you said you'd die for me? No. Starts with me.
No. You're like, well, that day's finally come.
He wasn't a real friend all along.
Wasn't a real friend. If he wouldn't die for you, not a real friend.
Yeah. But I die for you, Cody.
I die for you, Jared. Don't look at me like that. You can throw the little weak in there. Yeah, you put your cross ring.
Let me cross my fingers real quick.
But the general rule isn't just a smart idea. Okay? I'm reading the bullet point.
Yes.
For deterring shark attacks, it's also a very important beach safety rule in general. Any swimmer, no matter how strong, may be vulnerable to drowning if he or she encountered unexpected currents or conditions. Swimming in groups, with at least one person on the shore at all times watching the swimmers, can save lives.
That's why we have lifeguards. I don't need friends.
True.
Yeah. It's I think people really underestimate how strong a current can be. Like, I feel like even Olympic swimmers aren't able to get out of some currents. Like, they
Mm,
just
that's
like they
true.
have that dog in them, but like the
But sometimes that dog is a chihuahua, so
yeah. Inspiring.
very inspiring.
Yep.
Alrighty. Avoid making yourself look like shark prey. I like how we got watches and bracelets, and then I got a swimsuit,
And a whole ass surfboard.
yeah, and a whole freaking surfboard.
Yeah.
Um, as a note about sharks, don't naturally hunt for humans as a food source, staying instead for local fish and other underwater wildlife. However, in rare cases, sharks may mistake human swimmers for animals that they naturally prey on. But a shark like takes like a whole freaking bite out of your arm, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't recognize."
Oh no, it's okay.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were a fish.
No, it's all good, man. I didn't know you were chill like that.
I didn't know you were chill. You dab him up.
With your other, you go to dap him up, but it's the Army 8.
Yeah, it's the other one. He's just like, I'm sorry. You're just like, hey man, we all make mistakes.
Happens to the best of us.
That
Go
was the
on
best
now.
one.
Happy swimming.
I like how they put like a swimsuit on there because I understand like the shiny objects, like they can like pierce the shark's retina, and he can get like enraged and be like, oh, what's that shiny thing? But like like that swimsuit's like probably the first thing that's telling me is just like sharks just don't want you to look sexy at the beach, kind of a thing. Like
Yeah.
they're just like, I don't want to see that much skin.
Yeah.
Cover up.
I think that there was that one song in Moana about like
Yeah,
like shiny, like
yeah.
you know
It's when your pasty white skin is too shiny.
that's me.
Yeah.
So that means I should just not go to the beach.
I just
Either
wear
that
like
or
a
I'll
swim
need to wear like a full on scuba gear and like
Yeah,
cover up
yeah.
like crazy.
No, I just wear like my whole sweats, like sweatshirt and sweatpants,
Mm,
and then I go swimming.
mm,
Just completely covered that way.
right.
Um, Sharks are thought to be attracted to some colors more than others. Bright colors seem to attract tropical sharks. We're talking about the ocean here. Um, Not some like backyard bayou type of thing. I
Yeah.
know.
This is the wild.
Uh, this is the wild. Yellow is particularly attractive. Some divers even call it yum yum yellow. Imagine like being like a designer for like clothes, and
Mm.
you're like, "Ooh, what's this color?" And like you're like, and then
Yum
like
yum yellow.
I love me some yum yum yellow. What's your favorite color? Yum
Mm,
yum
yum yum yellow.
yellow. I'm a sucker for yum yum yellow.
I designed my whole room with the my wedding colors were yum yum yellow and black.
And that's terrible. That's a terrible wedding.
Yeah. Everyone dressed up as bees.
Um, it is it is thought that wearing mainly darker colors that don't contrast greatly with the underwater surroundings can help prevent shark attacks. This is true for fins as well. Fins?
Um. Yeah.
What?
I don't think
Sorry,
it's
I
I
was
don't think it's talking about shark fins. Maybe that's just something we don't know. Maybe
okay.
we just
I
look
was
really
just like
stupid
really
right now.
confused. It's just like, hey, wear darker colors. This could help too. Also, this is true for fins. And I'm like,
Period. Huh?
period.
Where's the rest
Huh?
of the sentence?
Yeah. Explain yourself.
Yeah.
Don't wear shiny objects before swimming. Take off jewelry, watches, chains. Plus, also, you actually ruin them when you go swimming because the salt content's not good for them.
I think that's like just like water damage in general is bad. I think because like
Yeah,
stuff like coins and think of like the Statue of Liberty.
yeah,
How like the Statue of Liberty doesn't look as shiny as you might think just because of all the rain. I mean, New
yeah.
York, it's by a body of water and
Hmm.
gets rained on all the time, and it damages it.
I think that's like the main reason why the shark attacks you because of the shiny objects. Like it's not attacking you because it's shiny; it's attacking you because you made poor life decisions and you took
Yeah,
your shiny.
this is just the repercussions of like ruining a nice watch or bracelet.
Yeah, you like go in the water and he attacks you. You're like, oh, why are you attacking me, shark? He's like, cause you brought in your freaking Rolex in the
Are
water.
you kidding me?
You're freaking kidding me? That's a $300 Rolex.
No way that Rolexes are 300.
No, I'm just making that crap up. They're
It's got to
probably
be
like
yeah, way
thousands.
more. Yeah, I mean,
But
I ain't buying them.
I might.
Not
No,
unless we get some killer sponsors. WikiHow, why aren't you sponsoring us? We're YouTube's only podcast.
that is true. That is very true. How about Rolex? Rolex sponsors us.
Yeah, get that Rolex sponsor.
If possible, avoid surfboards. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. There's people who surf.
Well, it's prime.
Just
It's
don't.
dinner time.
Dinner time for the sharks.
Yeah, you got to ruin your
Uh,
surfboard. It's gonna get water damage.
it's true. It is thought that sharks can confuse their streamlined shapes for a large fish or seal.
Oh, I guess
Huh.
that makes sense.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
Like you see the underside of a surfboard, and
Yeah,
you're like, "Oh, okay, that looks like a fish."
looks
Stupid,
like some sort of fish.
stupid sharks.
Keep your bodily fluids away from sharks. Hey, you know your blood? You better keep that in there. Keep that in that body.
I don't want to see any blood spilling out.
I don't want to see that you're like talking like the lifeguard right before you get in the water. He's like, "Hey, you better keep that blood in you."
Keep your
You're like,
blood
"I
to
don't want
yourself.
your blood to yourself. Don't share it.
Mm.
Don't want it." Sharks have many very strong senses of smell. Uh, though not as strong as movies and TV may have made you believe, some sharks have such a powerful nose that they can detect a single drop of certain chemicals in an Olympic swimming pool.
Oh, wow.
Really? That's crazy, actually. For this reason, you will want to avoid swimming in the open water when you are likely to leak. You have like a cut on your arm, you're like, ah, I'm leaking.
Oh no! I
Again,
promised the lifeguard I wouldn't do this.
promised him I wouldn't leak. Any bodily fluids that the shark may be able to detect.
Mm.
Stay out of water if you have an open wound. Well, yeah, I don't know why would you go in the ocean with an open wound.
Listen, we have so many movies that it's just that kid's not gonna let a little cut stop him from having the best beach day
Beach day of his
of his
life.
life. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I know earlier my friend Tommy just cut me open with that like freaking Boeing knife.
with that stray needle.
With that needle, with that hatchet from home.
May or may
But
not be
but
HIV
gosh darn
positive.
it, I can't go to beach day.
I'll be the laughing
Maybe
stock of the class.
you're like, I
So,
won't let this cut and potential what's that disease that comes from rusty metal? Uh
tuberculosis?
Tetanus.
Oh, tetanus. Tuberculosis. Where did I get that from?
Tuberculosis.
It starts with a T. Tuberculosis.
I get cut with a rusty knife. Oh no, I got tuberculosis.
Oh, I got lung cancer.
Dang it. Don't urinate, defecate, or vomit in the ocean.
You can't stop me from peeing in the ocean. I'm gonna say it. It's
You
just
can't
you
stop me.
can't stop me. You can't stop me from doing that. That's as natural as breathing.
Can't stop me from doing that. We could takes a crap in the middle of the ocean. And the shark's like watching from a distance. He's like, "What the?"
He's like, what the? First plastic, now this?
Plastic now this.
Well, I guess
First
that.
your
Guess
first your
plastic was
Rolex, now you're doing this.
Get off the beach!
Home.
Go home.
Oh my gosh, man! I think I'm more taken on the side. Like, it's a hard life being a shark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got all like these like really really dumb swimmers coming.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't know how to do things correctly.
There's no shark movie if there aren't dumb swimmers.
I just Speaking of sharks, I want to watch Shark Tale sometime.
Shark Tales? I immediately think of Finding Nemo. And like
Yeah.
oh, I understand. Why trust a shark, right? Like Bruce. I
Oh
immediately
yeah,
think
yeah,
of him.
Bruce.
I immediately think of him.
That's true. I think of Shark Tales and like the idiot shark that's like the friend of the fish.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty forgettable movie. Like, in terms of, like, the actual plot.
it's true. It's not that great.
Not really, no.
Avoid excessive splashing or thrashing. While hunting, sharks are on the lookout for weak or wounded prey. The easier they are to catch, the better. To a shark, a human is wildly splashing around in the water can look a little like a wounded animal. For this reason, especially when you are in deeper waters, you want to avoid frequent animated splashing on the surface. If you're under the water, try to avoid violent struggling movements as well, even if you're joking. Sorry, like if you're underwater and like I didn't read the rest of that. Is that when you're underwater and I'm like, okay, the shark pulls you underwater and then you start like violently struggling. You're like, even if you're joking and you like tell the hey man, I'm joking, I'm
Hey,
joking.
it was just a prank. The cameras are over there.
Prank, bro. Like I can't. It's just a prank, and the shark's like, "Oh, my bad, sorry."
Sorry, man.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, I didn't realize you were joking."
Yeah. Oh wow, method
Protecting
3
yourself.
already.
Wow.
Time
We're
flies.
cruising. Protecting yourself if you see a shark. Stay calm. Remember, shark attacks on humans are rare, so simply seeing a shark does not necessarily mean that it is targeting you. Chance meetings with sharks. That doesn't sound right, but
Chance meetings,
that
random meetings with sharks.
Okay,
It's by chance.
I don't know. It just sounded weird.
No, it's okay. Like being an idiot, like it is what it is.
For you?
You'd be the person to die in the shark movie.
I would be, honestly.
I'd be like, I ain't going in that ocean.
No, it's just a joke.
It's just a prank.
Just a prank, shark. With sharks that are on the hunt for other food or simply swimming from point A to point B are perfectly possible. Don't react tensely or frantically to the sight of a shark unless you have to. As mentioned above, making wild movements and large splashes can attract its attention and make it think that you're a wounded animal. Instead, stay calm and focus your immediate goal. Get out of the water quickly, quietly, and smoothly. I don't know if you could do that quietly, but
I don't know how
necessarily.
I don't know, just freestyle.
Splashing. I don't know.
Don't do a butterfly or a breaststroke. Just like
Yeah.
Classic.
Just float back to the shore. Don't like do any frantic movements. If you're fishing in a small boat when you notice a shark, let any fish on the line go and move away. No, because I feel like that could be fun. You know, you kind of like move the boat forward, and you just have like this like fish just like out on a line, just trailing behind you, and and the shark's after the fish. That could be fun.
We're not here to have a good time. We're here to. This is
You're right. I hate the ocean.
yeah. Come on. We're here to have a good
Stay on
time.
track.
Yeah, we're here to avoid sharks.
That's true. If you are diving at significant depths, surfacing quickly can be dangerous and should be used as a last resort. Instead, release any fish or bait you have with you and move laterally away from the shark. Exit the water as a reasonable pace once you are away from it.
Yeah, so just
Okay.
get out of there, just quickly, quietly, and smoothly.
Look for telltale warning signs of aggression. As you make your exit from the water, try to keep an eye on the shark if possible. Watch its body language. Aggressive sharks tend to act noticeably different from non-aggressive ones. If you see the following signs, move more quickly as you try to get out of the water and get ready to defend yourself if necessary. Movements that indicate a shark might be ready to attack include making quick, sharp turns while swimming, hunching or arcing its back, circling, charging, lowering its dorsal fin, rubbing the belly against the seafloor, or maybe it just has like just an itchy belly. He's just
Yeah,
trying
I
to
mean that
scratch
could
it.
be it.
Yeah, like he's about to like, oh, I'll get you. 1 second.
Just let me. Oh, this has been bugging me all day.
There we go. Ah, got it. Anyways,
I don't know
where'd you go?
how. Where are you? Oh crap! He must have been quickly and quietly moving with no sporadic movements. Dang it!
Dang it, Frank.
I would have got him too if it wasn't for that meddling WikiHow article. Hunting humans hasn't been the same since that one launched.
Yeah. He misses his catch and he's like, Wiki how?
Curse you!
Wiki how? I love that.
Yeah.
Alright. If an attack seems likely, adopt a defensive position. Sorry, I was looking at the guy.
What is that? It looks like a flute.
He brought his like recorder out. He's like, don't make me use this.
I'll throw it at you.
He's like, I'll play you a fine little ditty.
If you let me go, I'll play a song.
Play you a song. In a very unlikely event that you are attacked by a shark, you will almost always fare better if the shark is not able to take you by surprise. If you see the signs of aggression listed above, keep your eyes on the shark and make an effort to use even steady movements as you continue making an exit from the water. If you have anything you can use to defend yourself, grab a hold of it if you can. Put your back to a reef, wall, or another object to limit the shark's angles of attack. Most importantly, get ready to fight back.
Ready to square up with the shark.
Yeah, ready to square up with your recorder.
Choose your weapon.
Yeah. Just go at him. If you're near other people, it's also crucial to call out to them for several reasons. Really? You wouldn't say,
Help!
hey, hey. You like look over and then like you don't even like mention the shark. You just, how's it going?
Look at me.
Look at me. That's one of the reasons.
Mm.
Not only will this notify them of the danger and give them a chance to themselves, it can also help you. Statistically, there are fewer cases of rescuers being attacked when helping someone else get away from a shark. It's thought that suddenly encountering a second person in the water can spook a shark enough to make it run away.
Maybe, but I feel like that person would be violently coming over to them. It's just like, oh, another injured fish. It's my lucky day.
Yeah, I was like thinking, I was just like, you try to fend off the shark, and the shark's like, I'm gonna get you. And like the second person comes in swimming towards you guys, and the shark's like, oh, frick!
He fell for it. He fell for the oldest trick in the book.
The old two people.
The old two-piece combo.
The old piece of the side of taters
That's
action,
right,
if
baby.
you know what I'm saying. If attack, fight.
Fight.
No, I think if I did, I'm just gonna give up.
It's game over, man. Like if a shark decides to mess with me and all I got is my snorkel thing, then it's game over.
All I got is my recorder.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Playing dead once a shark makes a decision to attack will do you no favors. The shark's like, great, work's done.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank goodness I read that WikiHow on how to sneak up on humans. Or imagine actually that a shark was the one who wrote this article and is like giving you like all the tips. That way you fall right into their trap.
That's pretty meta.
That's pretty sneaky.
Yeah, it is.
That'd
be wild, actually.
We're on to you.
We know what you're doing.
Mm.
This can make the shark think that you're defeated, which is what it wants, and may encourage more bites. On the other hand, if you make yourself appear strong and dangerous, the shark may go off and find easier prey. So make you appear stronger. You just like start flexing at him.
You just start flexing underwater. You like start doing some like shadow boxing. Like
yeah,
he's like whoa.
He's like, oh, I did not. Chill, man, chill.
It's not that serious. It's not like that.
I didn't mean it. And he's like, hey, it was just a joke, man.
The cameras are over there, buddy. Like, I'm sorry.
He's like, you should have seen your reaction. Like,
you should have seen your face anyway. I'm gonna eat you now.
Oh my gosh. Remember, sharks aren't usually used to prey that puts up a serious fight. The majority would be much happier chasing an easier fish than a human who's willing to punch, kick, or gouge.
Or play a musical number.
That is true. Try to strike the shark's eyes, gills, with whatever you have. Is the gills? I know it breathes, but does it also hear?
I don't know. They probably have ears somewhere. I don't know the anatomy of a shark.
A way to hear? I don't know. These are the areas the most vulnerable, pain-sensitive parts of the shark. Punch and claw at them repeatedly until the shark lets you go. Contrary to popular myth, the nose is not as good of a target as the eyes and gills. It's less sensitive to pain and is also right next to the mouth, which is the last thing you want to stick your hand into. If you're diving, use any tools you have, like a diving knife. Yeah, that flute's the diving knife.
Yeah, or a makeshift diving knife.
Yeah, it's like the guy with his flute, he just like screws off like the head of it, and like he just pulls out a blade from the flute. And the shark's like, what the
what?
I just thought you were a musician. Now I see that you're serious with your flute and your shadow boxing. I'll back off. I'm sorry, man. Or even a spare tank to hit the shark. Don't stop fighting. The goal is to convince the shark that attacking you is more trouble than it's worth. Giving up will just make the shark's job easier.
True.
All right, number 5, get out of the water. Get out of the water and assess your situation. As soon as you can after a shark attack, get out of the water and stay out. Even if you don't think you have any injuries, the adrenaline pumping through your body may make it difficult to judge how hurt you are at first. Getting out of the water and staying out, just imagine just jumping back in.
You like get out, you're like, that was scary. You see the shark like 20 yards away, you're like, meh, jumps back in.
I would go back in, yeah. Or like the sharks like start swimming away, you're like, come back here, you pussy.
Get over here.
Get over here. You freaking pansy. I'm not done with you yet.
I'm not done. Get back here.
Getting out of the water and staying out doesn't just keep you out of the shark's reach, but also gives you a chance to determine what to do next. Reasonably level head. Get medical attention for the injuries immediately, and don't get back in the water even if the shark seems to have left you and you have no injuries. The only reason to get back in the water is to save them, so to save other people from a shark attack. As mentioned above, some sharks may flee when dealing with a group of people rather than just one.
Or they might treat it as a buffet.
Yeah, for real. Why have one human when I can have 5?
I wrote the wiki out.
Yeah.
Oh, we're really bad. We really don't want more people to show up.
Yeah. Don't come. I'm only hungry enough for one person.
Not 5.
Not 5. Don't ever bother or harass sharks. This advice should go without saying. Almost any animal that is taunted, harassed, or chased will eventually defend itself. Sharks are no exception, though their deadly predatory capabilities make the consequences for mistakes much higher than with most animals. If you do see a shark, exit the water and leave it alone. Never do anything to provoke the shark. Even if you think you are in a safe location, like a boat, accidents still can happen.
True. It looks...
Makes me want to go taunt a shark.
It makes me want to test my luck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, cool. We got some questions here.
Yeah, let's go through a few of them and answer them ourselves.
How do I stay safe from sharks? It just says, read the article above.
Read the article, idiot. What was this article for, if not to answer that question?
Freaking idiot!
Yeah.
Don't swim in deep areas alone. If you do see one, get out of the water immediately, but don't splash. Huh. That was like a good summary of like the whole article.
It just saved me an hour.
It saved me an hour when I could have just read that one sentence in like 2 seconds.
Come on! Well, then we wouldn't have an episode for the podcast.
That would get like a 2-second episode.
Yeah. The third episode being 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Welcome to our podcast. We just read this line.
Do not swim.
We'll see you next week.
Alone. Okay, well, if that's it, then I guess we'll just catch you guys next time. If I see a baby shark, should I still stay away?
Yes. You should still stay away. No matter how big or how old the shark is, it could attract more to the area. Okay. Yeah, stay away from the minors.
Just like in real life.
Just like in real life.
Yeah. Are sharks more likely to be in warm water rather than cold? That's actually a good question.
Okay. Sharks are more likely to be in warm water. Check the water temperature before getting in. Sharks are more common around summer because of this. Yeah, you like take your family to the beach day, and they're all about to run in the water. You're like, hang on, kids, let me check the temperature.
Lick's finger puts it in. What are you doing? Dad, what are you doing?
What are you doing? I'm checking the temperature.
Seems right.
It's all right. It's a little on the cold side. You guys are free to go in.
Well, I guess to review.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, 37 co-authors? Oh
yeah, 37 co-authors. It was last updated on April 15th, 2023, and has 180,000 views. We probably should have said that at the beginning. But, yeah, 85% of readers found this article helpful. And, yeah, let's look over at some success stories.
Oh my god, I was almost attacked by a shark, but I looked up your article in time, and I found out what I should do.
It just like looks it up in the middle of the ocean. You see a shark, and so you pull up a WikiHow article. Or even better yet, you come over to youtube.com and then listen to the Media-Ocre podcast to get your fix. If you ever see a shark, maybe hop back over, give this episode another listen, and then an hour later, you'll be totally and completely safe and fine. Guaranteed. That shark won't bother you while you're studying.
Why read the article when you can listen to two guys reading the article?
Yeah, and being insufferable and laughing and making jokes over it. That may or may not be funny.
It may or may not be funny, but we'll let you guys be the judge.
Yeah, don't let us laughing, convince you that this is a good time.
Never mind. We don't. You're not the judge. We're really funny.
Yeah, trust us. Let's look over a few of the success stories. I'd love to, I'm not completely sold on this yet. I don't know if this is actually good advice, but maybe Anonymous can tell us. Is it okay if I read these success stories?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. At first, I was extremely scared of sharks, but this webpage really made me more comfortable for swimming in my vacation. Thank you for all you do. God bless you all. Oh, God bless. We got
Anonymous, such a sweetie.
It's all anonymous. We got Lori Roll. I don't know why, but that name seems familiar for some reason. Maybe she commented on another one. I don't know.
Really?
Great article. Makes sense. I knew a lot of this from reading articles before, but this one was very thorough. It's basically waste of my time.
Great art. Makes a lot of sense. I already knew all this.
Tell me something I don't know.
Something I don't know.
1 star.
But I'll give you a B-.
Yeah. I'll give you a generous B-. And Zach Chance says, incredible. How awesome that I can outsmart a shark with these effective precautions. You too, Zach Chance, can be able to combat a shark underwater in its environment. So what if it's an away game? We're here to break the streak, just like the Broncos did with the Chiefs. And here's another comparison. And here's another one. Just like all those things, you too can be the underdog who comes out on top on land and not in a shark's stomach.
What's more likely, a shark attack or the Broncos beating the Chiefs?
Well, I mean, that's only happened once in the last how long? So, I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Too bad for the Chiefs, but
I don't follow football, so I wouldn't know.
I don't follow football super closely. I basically only see how the Chiefs and the Seahawks are doing.
How the Broncos
are doing. No, not the Broncos. I mean, we served our missions in Colorado, but
It's true.
I
I am a
mean,
little partial to the Broncos.
oh, just for that reason, yeah.
Well, like, yeah, it's like mainly for like that reason, but like also my uncle's from Colorado. I would
Oh,
always
okay.
like watch like the Super Bowl at his house,
Mm.
and like and so he would if there's like any Broncos, anything like that related, like he's all for it. He likes the Broncos a lot, and
Mm.
so
Yeah.
um,
Well,
but like yeah,
that was a good time.
I like
Being
that.
able to stay safe,
Yeah,
from all that stuff. Uh,
from all the
Go ahead
um,
and do that. But yeah, oh, what a joyous time being able to learn about how to stay safe from shark attacks.
yeah.
I have never
Did you
felt more
learn?
prepared. Have I learned?
Yeah. Did you
Uh,
learn anything?
I learned that the safest thing to do is to not go in the water in the first place. But the second
Yeah.
safest thing to do is to swim with other people and to not go too deep into the water. The less water you're in, the safer you are.
That's
So
true.
keep that in
That's a
mind.
rule I live by in life.
Yeah, yeah. That's for the longest time I wasn't drinking water because I just wanted to say that's that much safer from
Yeah.
sharks.
I didn't want
I don't
to.
want to be on the news.
I didn't want to suffer a shark attack from my cup of water.
Yeah, I mean, it is a shark's domain. You don't know.
You look at
There could
your
be a fresh
cup,
there could be a fresh refrigerator
fresh
water shark.
water shark in my cup.
Yeah.
You look at your cup, you see like a little shark in it. You're like, oh no!
Oh, you almost got me. And he's like, I almost
Oh,
got you.
no.
I'll get you next time.
Next time you pour them down the drain.
Put on the food,
you the
what's it
garbage
called? Yeah, the
disposal.
garbage disposal. Yeah, game over. Get out of here, shark. Well, what a good time. Love being
Yeah.
able to catch up with my boy Cody and learn something along the way.
It's been such a pleasure with
Yeah.
you, Jared. I always like doing these episodes. I know I've been a little inconsistent from the start, but we're trying.
Mm,
I'm trying. I've been really busy lately,
yeah,
so
but
but
yeah,
I'm gonna still keep doing
yeah. It's fun. I mean, this is the end of the first block of episodes. We released the first three all in one go for you guys to be able to listen and check out. We have more exciting people to talk with. We're going to be getting some people in the future to be able to look through some articles with us, and it's we're really excited for some of the stuff that we have in the future, aren't we, Cody?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
If you say so.
Hey, if you want me to say that, I'll say it on the air.
You know I'd die for you.
Remember I said that? Remember I told you I would die for you?
Well, yeah. But man, it's things are looking up here at the Media-Ocre
Well,
podcast.
I do say so myself as well.
Yeah.
I do really enjoy doing these things, and I do want to keep this up because I'm having a lot of fun. I love staying connected with Jared
Mm-hmm.
and being able to make some other people laugh.
Yeah. So stay tuned for our next episode here in 2 weeks. We'll be releasing these every 2 weeks, and I guess we'll see you then. Yeah?
Yeah. See ya.
All right. Bye.
All right, well, catch you guys later.